This is the main event at the Locked and Loaded Shotgun Hard Enduro. Starting in rows of 5 based off our qualifying races, I finished 25th. And we're off! The night before, right after the qualifying race number 2, it downpoured. There's no more dust, so things are a little bit slippery out here. The course is about 14 miles, 5 hours to go as far and as many laps as possible. A little bit blocked up here in the Enduro Cross with it being so slippery versus the day before. I did not get the traction I expected. Need more throttle and more launch, more loading of the clutch to hit that. So I lifted the rear up and we're moving here. For the main event, they opened up this new obstacle up ahead, this triangle. I needed to get further back on that. I almost went over the handlebars there. And so then there are these logs, or the balance beam. Now, oh! Nice. Should have just gone for it. Oh, another, jeez. So in the woods, this was full of water in here. I jumped it. There was a lot of rain that came down, and it's slicked up out here, especially on the roots. Really slick. The main event here is starting out with what we rode in the qualifier race number 2, the big rock section here. But now that it's slippery, this is a lot harder than yesterday. I get hung up here and quite a few people start rolling in. Finally break it loose here. There we go. Man, the slickness is killing me right off the bat here. I was struggling. I've fallen back here. I've lost a few positions. It's not a good start. I needed to get adjusted here to this slickness, keep the momentum going, and things start to roll here. We're getting the bike rolling. The tires are moving a little bit.
Why am I not getting water out of this?
Oh, that's right. I had this massive issue here.
I'm not getting water.
I'm stopped. I was so thrown off. I'm not getting water out of my Camelback. I need water. I was getting frustrated. I'm monkeying with the thing. I can't get it to work. And dirt bikes, you know, this isn't a Tesla. It doesn't have autopilot, so I'm one-handed.
Oh.
I'm not living that one down.
Ow. My valve was turned off.
We're better. We're better.
My brake pedal is bent completely backwards.
In that first rock garden, my brand new brake lever did this. Now, it's remarkable it didn't break, but it's inconvenient.
All right, this is the plan. We're just going to go this pace for 5 hours. Don't stop.
So that's the strategy. You know, take it a little slow, but just don't let anything stop us. And we come to our first checkpoint.
Good. Thank you.
Now we're on to some new trail. This is getting into the main event only stuff.
All right, so there are checkpoints out here.
And it is gorgeous. I mean, there's some rock gardens here. Nothing too out of the ordinary, but we get into some really beautiful terrain. Sit back, grab some popcorn, let's enjoy it. really tight spots like this to navigate. Someone forgot their chainsaw when they were making these trails. A lot of log crossings, and that's a good thing. I like it. I like that. My pace is picking up a little bit as I settle out and catch my breath after that first fiasco. The track gets back onto some of the qualifier race number 2 stuff and that uphill rock garden here. Yeah, again, with it being slick out, it's a whole different animal out here. No, your chain! Oh, that's Jack Williford. Remember him? I called him back at Tough Like Roar. His chain came off. That beautiful trail we were just on before this, I hope you enjoyed it, because what we're getting into now is absolutely brutal. This starts going uphill. And it goes on and on. I start going to work. Josh Lewis is right there on the left. We kind of just keep going back and forth. It's like chess. You know, I take a break, he goes, then he takes a break, I go, and it's just back and forth. It's not your high-intensity bar-banging action. It's more like, all right, push! Very similar to childbirth. That's what hard enduro is. Actually, I can't say that. I haven't birthed a child. I don't know what that's like. A lot of people stopped, a lot of helmets off early in the race. I even took my helmet off and had to cool down here. This is unusual.
Hey, Dad, this is to you.
I know. That'll cost you $20.
My PayPal is at ZachAttack1. No, I'm just kidding. But it's not a bad idea. I just come out to the race, I do some shout outs. I don't even have to be on the podium and I'm making money. The track goes forward, takes a left uphill, and wraps around. And you can see, I could see the riders all the way along the whole trail up to the left. And some of the top dogs to the left still working their way up. This is hard. It's going to be a long day. There's not much I can do. I'm just picking away when I get an opportunity and saving my energy, being calm. But look at where this goes. have to wait for people to get out of the way, so I'm working over here and doing a pivot. It's really working. These pivots I've gotten down. It's really a good way to get up these. I think I would have gotten through this section a lot faster hadn't there been so many people. And I was bummed with how the whole beginning went because I could have maybe have been ahead of some of this if I hadn't had so many issues. Flat rock is so slick. And then my wheel got stuck. Look at that brake rotor caught under that rock. I couldn't get it out.
Jeez.
Had to pull it. Didn't sound good. I walked it across this flat rock. I didn't want to risk falling down to the left. Come on! That's all you want to do. You just can't move. Can't move. It starts going up now. It's getting steeper. To the same type of rocks, just steeper up the hill. See anyone having fun out here? It's not like everyone's high-fiving. Yeah, man, this is sick! We're out here like, help! Get me out of here! What is wrong with everybody? What are we doing here? This is exactly what we want. This is what it's about. It's the struggle, the push, the battle to get up this hill. And we're all in it together here, working to get up this. It's what it's all about. I'm going to serpentine this whole thing, so I'm just cutting back and forth. I'm pointing at something there. I don't know what I was doing, but I'm going to go up into here, do another left-hand pivot, and just keep zigzagging up this.
Oh, sorry.
Doing a lot of pushing here. There we go.
Woo! I hope I got that. Woo!
He had a gnarly crash. I didn't get it on camera, though. Didn't capture it. Man, I'm having the heck of a time. I had a downshift. Get up the stupid hill. You're at the top. There you go.
Holy.
In my head at this time, I thought I just won the race. That's what it felt like getting up that. In reality, I just went up a small little section of a very long race still ahead. this hill, I started to feel great.
The rocks just never end.
I was moving pretty good. I actually started charging a little bit.
Woo! Thanks, man.
There's one.
Yeah, baby.
Two.
Woo! Thank you.
Three. I don't know what got into me. I was making good time in this really tight trail.
Oops, sorry.
There's my fourth pass after the hill. This little rock garden in here was tough because of the trees. The rocks kick you around, you're sliding on them, and then it puts you at a weird angle with the trees. Like right here. I don't know who that was. I couldn't tell, but if I did, they'd be disqualified. They just cut that whole section out, and they passed all of us there. That's a bummer, but you know, it's gonna catch up to them because there's people out here with cameras. You're not gonna get away with that, and maybe I'll give them the benefit of the doubt it was an accident, but
Sorry about that.
I think they knew they did that.
12:44, so hour and 45 minutes in.
The best investment I've made is this watch that's on my handlebars. It was about $10, and it tells time. So you know, okay, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This watch is great. I love it. You gotta have a watch. I've learned it's so useful. Loose rock got me.
Go that. I can go that way, right?
Yeah, you can.
So I take this line over here to make a pass or two. So this will be my fifth pass. Right there. And then I don't think I quite get around Tanner Jones there. Who owes me $20, by the way. I'm kidding.
Woo! Here, let me get around you there.
There's 6, 7 passes since that hill. Yeah, the camera was shaky here, but I work up this loose rock climb. Here's where I make a mistake. I chug all this water that's here. It's a huge mistake because I just flushed all my electrolytes. Pretty quickly after this, I start cramping up.
Yeah, buddy.
8 passes now.
Wow, what a view up here.
This is a really cool piece of property here. Trail starts going down, a long ways down.
Woo!
Oh, Zach, got it.
Hey, Robbie.
I eventually arrive here to the second checkpoint. Now the reason I was counting all those passes I made is because that put me up a little bit higher here when I came through this checkpoint. Now you would think, well, what does that matter? Well,
23.
spoiler alert, this is the last checkpoint I make.
8 miles.
It said number 8. I don't know if I was actually at the 8-mile mark. But we're coming into some serious stuff now. Brian Mako on my left there. There's Jack Williford. I start picking away at this real slowly. I mean, it's just piece by piece.
Vamos out! When you come in the YouTube video?
Gracias.
Yo hable español en la escuela, pero no bueno. Is that, I don't know what I shouldn't be trying to speak Spanish.
That line?
That's Team Fuego there. They have like the most passionate race crew out here. It's really cool to see. So I go up to the right. Very slow here, very slow. This is brutal. This is brutal. As I'm going up on my left, you can barely see it on the camera. Darwin Rodriguez, he's got his bike, he's like holding his bike in the air. And lets it down. It's just funny. I was like, what's going on? He's just holding it there. Something slightly romantic about this. I feel like I'm dancing with my dirt bike. Like I'm throwing her up and twirling her around, and it's a really delicate dance that you're doing with your dirt bike. Yeah, sometimes you drop her. It happens to the best of us when we're dancing.
Keep it going.
I couldn't. I had to stop. I stopped so much.
There we go.
First over there. Ahí va.
Oh.
There you go.
Ah.
We're going. We're going. We're don't stop. Okay, I'm stopped. So, Tristan Hart.
Oh, yeah.
He's going above me. Look at that. What the heck? He's just going through here. I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I get it that I'm not good, but I mean, come on.
Doing good, Zach.
Huh.
Tristan's on his second lap. I don't understand. Although I'm going right up this hill. Look at this, though. It gets so steep. It's time to take a break.
Pronounce it Fogeo. Oh, I was saying Fuego.
Fuego, it's like same shit.
Okay, okay.
This is brutal. This is absolutely brutal. You can't even understand how steep and difficult this section is. The best way I could describe getting through a section like this are these lanes or grooves, and it's how the rocks push and settle, and it creates a little channel that you can lock your tires in so that you don't slide out. Kind of lock into that groove. But if you drop out of the groove like I did here, you're in big trouble. I'm trying to pull my wheel back into a groove here, but I'm struggling.
Oh man, I'm cramping.
At this point, I'm out of water in my Camelback. I'm cramping. My tire is in this hole. I gotta get out of this hole. So I'm trying to launch up this. Uh-oh. My chain came off. And it's bound up in the front there. I start jumping on it. I'm standing on the chain trying to break it loose. And I get it. I was actually amazed I got that loose. I lay the bike down here, get into neutral, and I gotta get the chain back on the sprocket.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's lined up.
Yeah, something's going on there.
Brian Mako comes up here and helps me out. He's the one I helped get unstuck at Tough Like Roar when we went down into that one pit.
Yeah. Just gotta. Yep. There we go. She's on.
This
Thanks.
guy's definitely coming apart though.
It's all messed up, yeah.
Something's happening.
Yeah, this bike's clapped.
Gotta thank Brian there. That would have been a lot harder to fix by myself. Oh, whoa! I almost had a big tip over there.
Hang on.
That rock was blocking my front wheel. But see how there's like this groove? As I'm walking here, a rock hit me in the back of the calf.
Ooh.
Hard.
Hey, Rob.
It's Rob Moan who puts on the Tough Like Roar event.
This is going to propel you to the top of the hill. The bad news is you haven't hit the hard part yet.
I know. We've already gone through one of these.
Yeah, this is pretty brutal.
Yeah. Don't look at it.
People were asking me about, like, what's wrong with my bike. Don't be looking at my bike. I have enough problems. I don't need to think about the damage I'm doing out here. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with this dirt bike. I'm going to have to... Museum piece? I don't know. Who's going to buy this? Should I raffle it off or just... Maybe I'll just give it away at this point. I don't know. Let's focus on getting up this hill. Man, I took a long rest and then kept moving. And what I saw was not great. It got worse.
Pants are falling down.
Looking away for your video.
Thank you, yeah. Well, it's coming.
So Tanner Jones, his clutch lever, I think, broke off there. So he was getting that. He was trying to fix that. Now I had a very scary moment right here. I fall. Ow. No! The bike right on top of me. My foot is stuck in a hole.
I'm good.
Chuck DeLulo comes and saves my life.
Real bad.
You.
Yeah. Woo! Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That wasn't
good.
I'm lucky.
That bent my leg.
Oh.
That's trying to kill himself.
Okay. Thanks to Garnet boots and Liette knee braces, I'm okay. But whoa, that was scary. I'm trying to get up this. It's getting steep. It's getting really steep.
Ryder. Hey, Ryder behind you!
Ryder LeBlanc's coming. I didn't even know he was behind me. I'm trying to get out of the way. He's running second.
Yeah, Ryder.
Holy crap. He's just going up this. Right behind him comes Keith Curtis. Ryder's right up there, so Keith is on his heels.
You know what? Before you go that way, all right, I'll try. Okay.
This is brutal. Oh, and that's Logan Balapew in fourth, working his way up through here. And then there's me. It's really hard to see how steep this is, but just take my word for it. It's not flat. There we go, a little bit further. Yeah. There it is. Now we can hook it to the right. That's Luis Forsley right behind me down there on the right. As I near the top of this, I start getting excited. I'm pushing now. I'm like, yeah, we're almost there.
Get it, Jack, get it. Yeah, baby.
I don't think I was in very much control, but I am working through here. And then I'm throwing my hand in the air. Like, I just don't know where to go. I don't know where a good line is. There isn't one. There is not a good line.
Okay, you got it, man.
Look at that dance move. Starting to get the hang of these launches.
Sure, I'll take it.
With my camelback being out of water, I was just drinking whatever the spectators were handing me. I don't know. I don't even know.
It's just straight up survival.
There's a little bit of movement, and then this. Man,
What the heck?
I just don't know.
Sport is ridiculous.
Pat Smaggi comes through and just goes right up this on his second lap.
Dude.
Wally Palmer tries the same line. Not the same result. Oh, man. So there's a couple different lines. Louise is taking that on the right. There's the one all the way to the left. And there's that middle line. I'm going to take this middle line. I think it's the most direct line, although I have to lift the bike up here. It's just not... It's not good. I got to get better at this. I got to get more efficient than this, what I'm doing here, because this is not efficient.
Hour and 10 minutes. Is there another checkpoint?
There's 2 more checkpoints.
All right, I gotta get to that.
So Tanner, who broke his clutch back there, got it fixed, and now his chain broke. Tough luck, man. That sucks. So there's 2 more checkpoints. I'm like, I gotta get to this next one because I went all this way. I better hit a checkpoint. After that battle up, we go back down on some really cool trail. And I'm hoping to see the checkpoint coming soon. I'm seeing more rocks. And these are slick. As I'm working through this rock garden, I see up ahead another giant hill. A mountain that the trail goes up, looking like the last thing we just went up, if not worse. And apparently, it was a long ways to the next check.
The next check's not till you go down to Terminal Descent, which is that gnarly hill that goes down like 180.
With less than an hour left, we bail. Most of us pull off here. It just wasn't going to happen. I got 33rd overall, and that's mainly because I was charging before that second checkpoint without even knowing that was going to happen. But Adam got 15th, which is a solid run for him. I will say this was an epic event. These guys did an incredible job, and for the first year hosting this, I was very impressed. I can't wait to go back next year. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Stay tuned. Tennessee Knockouts on deck.